What is up? Welcome back to the channel, family. You already know what time it is, gang. We in this thing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Smash that like button to see what it do, you guys. Okay, so let's talk because me and Babe, we had watched this movie, and I'll put the name of the movie in the description once I find out from him what it's called. I'll update the video and put the name in the description of what the movie is. But it was this movie, and it was real interesting. I want to say it was called In Time, but it's basically to where these people had like on they forearm, it was like a set amount of time that you have. If you lived an angelic life, you would have like over like 10 billion years or something to live. If you lived a life to where you kept doing shit, then your days was numbered because you had to use the numbers that was on your arm as a form of payment. So it was like if you wanted to go to a bar or something, you would have to scan your arm and they would take a certain number of years off of your life. And once your clock hits zero, then time is out for you. So I feel like that was interesting because it also relates to what's going on now, to where it's like basically saying to where if you decide to get this shot, it's like you're taking years off of your life. But in order for you to do certain things, like say for instance, you want to go to the gym or you want to go to the store or something like that, you have to have the jab. And it's like, in order for you to do certain things, you have to keep the jab up to date. And by you keeping that up to date and then you injecting yourself with things that you don't know, with unknown things inside your body, you're losing years off of your life. So it relates to what's going on now as well in terms of the decisions that you make in life as well. So if you decide to associate yourself with low vibrational people and do low vibrational things, then you're taking years off of your life. You're going to sit back and be like, damn, where did time go? And that's what happened with a lot of individuals. They'd be like, damn, where did time go? I sat back, I kept on going to the bar, I was drinking all day. Damn, now I only got 2 days left on my life. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy because there was people in the movie that had like 5 minutes or 2 days left or 3 days left. And there was people who would go and actually steal time from others. So this is kind of like people, if we think of it in terms of spirituality, this is people who sit back and what we would refer to as low vibrational beings, demons, whatever, that sit back and steal time from you in terms of either misdirecting you or misguiding you, or they sit back and do shit in terms of relationship wise. Be careful with who you get into a relationship or friendship with in order to steal your time. And then you look back and you be like, damn, I done wasted time because I was sitting back paired with this low vibrational person, and now I done took time off of my life when I could have been doing things to elevate myself. So that way, the shit that, and it's also like a representation as to how like how that saying time is money. Like it kind of like tells you that like your time is worth money. The shit that you do is worth money, and whether that be in terms of mental currency, spiritual currency, or just physical. Okay, so it's like you don't have time to be sitting back connecting yourself with people who are not going to provide you with some sort of elevation, or people who are not going to support you. And then yeah, it's called End Time. So he just texted me. So yeah, it's called End Time. And then also, like, it's alarming because it's like, well, whenever it comes to spiritually, on a spiritual level, this is why we see so many people coming and starting cults whenever it comes to the spiritual community, because it's like these people already see that whenever it comes to a broader scale as to what's going on and the changes that are being made, these people already see the changes that are being made on a higher level. So it's like certain individuals are scared of what's going on, and this is why they're sitting back seeking to steal time from others, or to, and it's basically like a representation of soul harvesting. So this is why they're sitting back and collecting people and saying, come join the cult, join this, join that. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna get into one house, one roof type situation. And then it's like, what's gonna happen is you going to end up having your time stolen, because you're either going to have to dedicate your life or whatever it is in order for you to stay around that person, to that person. So now you're not living your life for yourself, you're living your life for somebody else, and they're living their life through you because you're doing things to satisfy that person's needs. Or it's going to be one of those situations where it's like soul harvested on another level, to which we already see now, where a lot of people join these cults, and it's like, okay, afterwards, what do you accomplish from it? So it's like now's the time to where we see a lot of that going on in terms of like souls being harvested. And in terms of like females, it's very important that you guys be careful, because your time is very valuable whenever it comes down to you're supposed to be here creating and then also helping to support the man. But if the man has other intentions in terms of what he's doing with your time, so he's telling you like, okay, in order for you to be a part of my organization or whatever it is that I got going on, in order for you to be a part of my life along with everybody else, you have to go in, you gotta go do such and such with whoever and bring in some money. And then we're seeing groups to where it's like females are no longer realizing their self-worth. Instead, it's like you're living your life for somebody else. You're giving your time to somebody else. So it's kind of like your soul has already been harvested, because depending on the person that you're giving it to, and whenever we talk about cults, it's not like you're giving it to somebody that has positive intentions for yourself. Their intentions are for themselves or to sit back and manifest whatever it is in their life, and they're using you for that. So it's like, where did all of your time get wasted or get put to? Someone else's goals. And then a lot of females, by females being the ones to where they're easily manipulated in terms of emotionally and mentally, we see this play out in terms of a lot of cults, to where a lot of females are being manipulated emotionally, mentally, attaching themselves to various spirits, and then at the same time, it's like it ends up in low vibrational situations. And this is happening because it's like, on a spiritual level, it's weeding out the strong from the weak. So it's like, this is the time on a spiritual level to where you're actually seeing in front of your face souls being harvested by the evil or demonic ones, as you want to say. And it's basically saying who's strong-minded and who's weak-minded. The weak are going to go with the weak. And the people that start these cults, they're already weak-minded because they're already scared of what's about to happen. So they feel like they need to gather a whole group of people, regardless of who it is, what the person does. They gather all these people together because they don't want to be alone whenever all the shit pops off. It's just a sense of that person looking for belongingness, so they end up grabbing other people together who look for a sense of belongingness. But then the one person ends up becoming a manipulator because, my bad, the one person ends up becoming a manipulator because they see the power and the strength that they have over being able to tell somebody what to do and having that person serve them. So this is why we see, whenever it comes to cults and a lot of these females joining, this is why we see certain females like, okay, certain cults have them to where, hey, you go out and instead of y'all working, y'all are actually working girls. Like, they want you to join the cult to be a working girl, because your cult leader is already valuing the wrong things. They're looking at what they could get in terms of materialistic gains. They're not looking in terms of, okay, let me help to elevate this person's mind, so that way if we do get into a situation to where there's some bullshit going on, I'll be able to actually trust this person with my life. So it's like soul harvesting, and then it's like on a spiritual level, you're seeing good and evil play out, and then it's like so many different agendas being played out. And then it also works on in terms of the higher ups, because they don't have to worry about like, okay, whenever everything does pop off in terms of the changes that's going on, do we have to sit back and start doing our little extermination? No, we don't have to, because these people are already a part of this group, or they culted up and they're already exterminating themselves. So now it's less for us to have to worry about. So anyways, that's just something for you guys to think about. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next video. Peace out.